Hey y'all, it's Diane with Shawcraft One and my old barn door, and I'm here to do the final flip through of our ring binder journal. Sorry, the flip through is so late. I was going to do it earlier this morning, but I realized that the corners were pretty rough, and so I didn't have the corner pieces that I had were not thick enough because this book cover is pretty thick. So I had to go to Hobby Lobby and get some book corners. So that's why it took me a minute to get it done. And I just haven't felt good today. I've just been really tired and just not feeling great. So I've just been lazy. So anyway, we're going to do the final flip through now. So I did put some corners. Let me see if you can see them. Corners on the edges or on the corners. These are the Tim Holtz corners. So while I was at Hobby Lobby, I did get a couple of extra goodies for myself. They had Tim Holtz stuff 40% off, so I got some of these little frames. I got another walnut stain because mine's drying out. I got some more hitch post fasteners. I got this little pack of ephemera. I don't know, I've never seen what's in it, so hopefully it'll be some cute stuff. And then I just had a fit over this. They didn't have their paper on sale, but I went ahead and just used my 40% coupon off on this one because how stinking cute is this paper? And I've seen it several times and I really, really liked it. So I went ahead and picked up some for myself. I mean, look how stinking cute those little kids are. Are they adorable or what? So yeah, I went ahead. It's just an 8x8. I wish I could find a full size of this because I love this paper. So I got that. And then the last thing I got, and you guys are going to be so proud of me. I haven't even opened them yet. But I bought the titanium shears. So I've been hearing that the Tim Holtz scissors are really, really good. So I got some to try for myself. So anyways, back to the flip through. So this is the outside cover. I didn't put anything on it. I haven't heard back from Nan yet to tell me if she wants something on it. So then you just open it up. Let me make sure I'm in frame. And then inside the pocket here, we have a little recipe card. And then back here, we have a vintage playing card. This is a scripture and one of the journal cards from my Seven Gypsies Canvas Core gardening paper pack. And then these are from the farmhouse kitchen paper pack that I have in my shop. And I do think I'm out of those, so if anybody wants one, let me know. I'm going to do an order soon. So here we have the vintage playing card that we tied the ribbon around. So I'm just going to do a quick flip through because I think most of you who have been watching the series, you've pretty much seen everything. But for those who haven't, I figured I'd do a final flip through so that everybody could see the finished product. And as you can see, I'm having a little problem turning the pages because, well, we do have this baby stuffed to the gills. So when Nan gets it, she can go through it and decide what she wants in here. You know, what she wants to keep and what she wants to take out temporarily or whatever. So you have a flip here. This is wallpaper. This is one of the tab pages. And on the back we sewed a snippet pocket. And it just has that pretty little tag that we sewed that little vintage doily on top of. And then a recipe card. Another one of those seed packet cards. This is a bridge tally scorecard, and then a scripture in there. This I left, it was in the book, so I put it back in there. Here is our fabric flip with the little dangle and the little wooden button on there. I love this page. I think these children are just so stinking adorable. And look at that. Look at their faces. Oh my goodness. They're so animated. And then inside the envelope, I just put her a little scripture. One of the dictionary pages with a page tab. vintage wrapping paper with the receipt sewn on. In this pocket we have a big recipe card, a guest check, a vintage flashcard with just a little topper sewn on of fabric, and then I put her scripture in there. This flips out, so she'll have plenty of room to do mixed media if she wants to on there. This is just that card. So it's just tucked in there. I didn't want to actually attach it, but I thought it was super cute to go with this country recipe journal. So she can move it around in the journal wherever she wants it. Oops. And then here we made this long tag with the ribbon, or actually that's fabric, and then a button to top it. This is a coffee dyed library card with just a little piece of lace sewn at the top, a scripture, and this is one of my favorite scriptures, and then that cute little just a little card that was in a Reader's Digest book. This is a fabric tip-in, just simply because the seashore little boy did not go with the theme of this book. This flips out. It's got the little John Deere card sewn on. Then you have one of those cards, and then vintage wrapping paper. This is one of those vegetable pages where you actually order your seeds, I think. Yeah, you order seeds from this magazine. Then we have a belly band here, and it has one of the mason jar recipe cards. I put another little scripture in there, and then another one of those large recipe cards from, I think it's called Great American Recipes, I believe is what it's called. And then these, she can, if she wants to, she can glue them together to make pockets, and then she can slide a picture in there to peep through the little windows. And then this last one, I made a full page pocket and stuffed her a bunch of goodies in there to play with, and some of my German pages that Eve sent me. This is a flip out of the wallpaper. This is the little pocket. There's nothing in the pocket. I left that for Nan to fill it in the way she wants to. And in this little pocket, I put one of these wonderful, wonderful envelopes that my friend Carolyn sent me. I think it goes so well in this journal with the little farm on there. And then one of the journaling a couple of the journaling cards from my Seven Gypsies stuff, and then a scripture. And then over here, it flips open, and you have just another cute little recipe card that you can actually cut this out and attach it to a mason jar. And then, of course, my most favorite in the world, Childcraft pages. This is a vintage card. This is a Crazy 8 playing card with a horse index card. Helen Steiner Rice poem page. And then I love this with the old barns and the old trucks. And then this sweet, precious little man. This one flips out. I love that old music. And then in this pocket, you have the chickens, and it has the little vintage label, the green stamp cards, another journaling card from the seed packet paper in the Seven Gypsies, and then a bridge tally card, or sheet, or whatever they're called. More vintage wallpaper. Some of my cute little sticky notes from Carolyn. This is an old vintage Sears and Roebuck catalog page. If I can talk today. Told y'all I'm tired. I just don't feel good. I just want to crawl in my bed and be a big baby today, but I'm not allowing myself to do that. I would like to just go lay down and watch TV for the rest of the day. That would be nice, but I don't ever really allow myself to do that. I always have to be doing something, and that's so bad. We need to learn how to relax, guys. I was just talking about that with somebody on YouTube the other day. And then there's this little booklet made. See, I told y'all I'm tired. I can't even talk. The scripture. a vintage bingo card, and then a vintage receipt back there. I love, love how this pocket turned out. Vintage wrapping paper. And then inside this envelope, I put her a scripture as well. And these hold the envelope flap shut. Cute little ducks. I need bigger rings in here, don't I? This flips out, so she can do mixed media on front and back. This is that beautiful Sears and Roebuck catalog page with the pretty plates on it. I just think it's adorable. And look, there's even like a winter scene on there. Super cute. And then in this pocket, I love this pocket too, and I put the word unique because Nan is a unique individual. She's definitely one of a kind. So I put her a scripture here. She got an alterations tag. This is the little cute little pig card, greeting card. It's blank on the inside. And then one of the recipe cards from the Seven Gypsies canvas core paper. Just a little fabric snippet sewn in up there. And then this is that wallpaper that I got on that package from Selena, that I'm hoping Nan can cut it up and use it in the journal. And then inside this little pocket is one of the German labels that my friend Eve sent me. And then in this little pocket is another little piece from one of the Seven Gypsies pages. And then this cute little tag. Just a little bitty teeny tiny tag. And I just put a little piece of fabric, some cheesecloth, and a little button with some twine going through it. This is a Ideals magazine page. So I didn't want to cut it because it was just too pretty to cut it. So I just folded it, and that way you can see the whole page front and back. So I'll just fold that back. I love this. Then this was those little excerpts from that book. It's got the 3 little pigs story in it. And then in the very back, it has the old McDonald's song and how precious is that face. And then it's got the chicken. So I left them all. This is that old recipe book page pocket that I got from Kristen. And it's got just old recipes inside the pockets. I'm not going to take them out because they're a little fragile. So this is the Sears and Roebuck catalog page. And then I love, love, love this. This came from a children's book, but it was a really tall book. And I just think it is so super cute. The way they did the illustrations. It's A through Z. And every page on the back is blank. So, I mean, you have, I don't know. It's just a super cute little book. And then on the back side, whoops, I folded it. Let's get that unfolded. There we go. On the back side, you have this little lunch sack pocket. It's a triple pocket. So in the front, you get a couple of vintage plain cards. I love the flinch cards. You get a scripture, a vintage label, and a vintage flash card back there. And she's sweet with her little puppies. I had a collie growing up, and he was the size of a horse. I mean, he was huge. He was just a fat little sucker. And, you know, when we were little, we would just ride him like a horse. And he was just the most patient little thing ever. He just let us do whatever. He didn't care. So here's my little pig pocket. I just love this little pocket. A scripture, one of the seed pack journal cards, one of the recipe journal cards, and then a journal card back here with a little topper on the top. Sorry. I'm trying to make sure you can see everything. It's a little difficult. This book is big. So this one flips out, and I just sewed the little card on there. Love that barn scene. I just think that's so pretty. You got a music sheet that flips out with a tab on it. This sweet little boy that Eve sent me. I think that's a little boy. I don't think it's a little girl, but he's just got such a pretty face. He could be a little girl, I guess. I used to have people tell me when my son was little, they would ask if he was a boy or girl. You know, they usually do that if they don't have clothes on that specify And I would always say boy, and they'd always say he's too pretty to be a girl, is what they would always tell me. They would always tell me he was too pretty to be a girl. I don't know. So in this pocket you have a scripture, one of the journaling cards. This is a abridged tally sheet. This is an old, it's kind of like a ledger, but it doesn't have the lines in it. It's got the credits and charges and all of that on it. And then one of those vintage Better Homes and Gardens recipe cards. This is some of my favorite wallpaper, and I love it because on the back of it, it has a design as well, which I think is so cool. Such pretty wallpaper, and I love the way it feels. It's kind of got that vinyl-y, shiny feel. And then this is got the little rooster with the sunflowers, which I love. This was the beginning of the book. It was the first page in the book, but it was just too cute not to use it. So she can put a picture here. She can use it as a photo mat. She can gesso it and journal on it, or she's very creative, so I know she'll figure out something super cute to do with it. Here is another one of those envelopes that Carolyn sent me, and look at the little farmer in his hayfield. I love that. Put it on this altered paper clip that I made with the coin rolls. Another one of the little seed pages. This is from a children's reader, kind of like the Dick and Jane books. Have a pocket in here that has another one of those recipe tags that you can cut out for a mason jar, and a couple of labels, and then a scripture. I love this fabric on the edge of this page. A little piece of fabric sewn up here. And then this is the last page, and it's got a little guest check and a piece of fabric sewn to it. And then in the very back, ooh, I just don't want to slide good. In the very back, this recipe was actually taped in the front of the journal, so I wanted to add it back in, so I put it on the back cover and with that cute little apple washi tape. And that's it. That's the end of the journal. Oh, okay. On the very back page, it still has some staining, but I think to me that adds to the character, so I like to leave that. But the edges of the book down here on the bottom were a little rough, so I went ahead and just reinforced all the way around with washi, that cute little apple washi tape. So that is the end of our series of creating a 3-ring binder journal. I hope you all enjoyed the series. I hope you learned lots and lots. I hope you actually journaled or created along with me and made a sweet little ring binder journal of your own. So I appreciate your love and your kind words and all your comments on all the videos, and I thank you for watching. I think my next series I may try to, I have a whole stack over there of cards and letters and notes and things like that that people have sent me, and I think I want to do a journal similar to like Mom does. You know, she does her friend journals, Mom being Gela Gostinelli, for those who don't know. She's my adopted mom. But I think I want to do, it'll be different from what she does, but of course I'm not nearly as creative as she is, so it won't be as elaborate as she is, but it'll be something similar. But I just want to kind of get things, because I have a whole pile in my corner over here, and I could greatly use that corner, so I need to do something with it. So I thought that would be a really cool type of a series to do, you know, creating that journal. So we'll do some craft with me's on that journal. So but anyways, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe the video. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Holy cow. I need to go take a nap, guys. Thanks for watching. Big hugs.